Hi guys, Lordog here, as always, and so it's October, and it's coming up to spooky. It's kind of spooky month, so I'm going to do something that I've never done. In all my years on YouTube, I've never done this. I'm going to do some horror games, going through October. I don't do horror games because I'm a pussy when it comes to horror games. I'm not good at horror games. Horror games make me jump out my skin, and I'm not good at horror games, so I've never done this. But I've decided I think I should do it. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing YouTube. I've been doing it a long, long time now. Longer than most people you know have been doing YouTube. I've been doing YouTube. And it's getting to a point now where I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this, and I think I should do this at least once. So I'm not saying I'm going to do a horror game a day, but I am going to do at least a good 2 or 3 or maybe more horror games. Or with scary games. Maybe not with horror, but scary games going through. So I'll get into the first game and we'll go from there. I'll introduce it once I'm in it. So here we are. First game for October. It's got a bit of a scary bit to it. It's called Doll Imposter. So what I'm going to do is I'll play the tutorial to show you how it works, and then I'll play a couple of games and we'll go through it. Now, there is a jump scare. There are jump scares in this, but more than anything, it's entering the horror thing pretty easily for me. I need it. Okay, so let's get in. So this is how this game works. Let me show you. Here we are. This will tell you. Welcome to Doll Imposter. You are the guardian of dolls. One of them is alive and intends to kill you. Ooh. You must discover which one it is before 9 a.m. Detective. You will have a detective role in which you will have to determine, based on the imposters mean the doll that's alive, likes and dislikes listed on the panel to your left, what he likes and doesn't like, who his enemies, friends, loves, or hated individuals are. So this is the board here. Oops. To start with, there are 20 dolls. Check them on the board, and when you are ready, go to the room to meet them. So this is what can happen. Different things that you've got to look out for. Tea with enemies, open boxes, TV, organisation. So in other words, let's say the TV switched on. I know that they like TV. I'll show you that when I go in the room. And here we have all the dolls. So it gives you a list. So let's take somebody like Dolly here. It gives you a list of everything that she likes and don't like. So it tells you her friends are Evie, Lucy, Zoe. Her love is Flora. Enemies is Bill, Freddie, Ricky and Victor. And she hates Ivy, Amy, Maggie and Daisy. And if you look, she's got a likes and dislikes list. So we find, if I'll show you, let me go in and show you. So you've got 10 male, 10 female. So let's go through. The in here. It's locked. Oh no, it's down here, that's why. Sorry. We have to lock them in before we go back to bed. Because you have to sleep every night. Every time you've done a bit of your investigation, you sleep and it moves the game on 1 hour. And you've got till 9 a.m. to do it. So let's go in. Here's the dolls. So one of these dolls is alive. This is the dolls' room. Here you will see what they have done while you slept. Take a look at them, and then let's go back to the room. So we've got Victor, Penny, Daisy. Now you can open these. You can open these boxes. I don't know if you can open it in this tutorial. Don't like you can. But you've got Freddie, Bella. Then you've got Dolly, Rudy, Flora, Zoe, and Monty. And then over here we have Bastian, Max, Bill, Ivy, Evie, and then we have Ricky, Amy, Sammy, Maggie, and Lucy. So they're the 10. They haven't done anything yet, but you've got to take a look at the room and remember we're looking for something different. So there's music here, there's a TV, you've got lights, there's a table. You'll see how all this works, piano and everything. So I'll close the door. Remember to keep the door locked with the latch. If you don't, the dolls can come out after your tests and even kill you. So what we do is shut the door, then we slide the latch, and we're safe to go to sleep. To sleep, simply point at the bed and click on it. So we're going to close our door. We haven't got a latch, but we've closed that one, so we're going to sleep. Now listen. Events. It looks like the imposter's done some events. These will be displayed on your left panel. Review them and then access the room again. I'm not going to actually look at them. I'm going to go in and look for myself because that's what you've got to get used to doing. So I'm not going to look at that board. Can you hear that? Music's playing. Traps. Let's set a trap for the imposter. We already know that he likes the TV and music. Turn on the lights. So as you can see, it's turned on the TV, or she, we don't know who it is yet. They've turned on the TV and they've turned on the music. So we know that they like music and they like the TV. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip the switch and turn the light on. Let's go back to the panel and start weeding out suspects who don't match our evidence. So we're looking for people. We're looking to eliminate people who don't like TV and music together. I'll show you that in a second. So we've left the light on and the music and TV is still on. So let's start to have a look at them. So if we look at, say, Evie, she doesn't like TV. You see that? Dislikes. Look at the red circle. She dislikes TV. Well, we know the person likes TV because they turned on the TV and they turned on the music. So we need someone that likes TV and music. Well, Evie don't like TV, so she's crossed off. We can look at Bella. She doesn't like TV or music. She's no good. Daisy doesn't like TV. Ivy doesn't like music. Amy doesn't like music. Oh, here we are, look. Dolly. Dolly likes music and TV. So we leave her alone because she is a suspect. So we go through rest. She don't like TV and music. She don't like TV. She likes TV and music. And she likes TV and music. So right now for the girls, it's either Lucy, Zoe or Dolly. Now we'll go through the men. He doesn't like TV, so he goes off. He doesn't like music. He doesn't like TV. He doesn't like TV. He doesn't like TV. He doesn't like TV. He doesn't like music. He likes them both. He doesn't like... Perfect. We have five suspects left. Let's go to sleep again. But so we cross him off, and then this one likes TV and music. So there's 5 left. So it's either one of the women, Lucy, Zoe or Dolly, or it's one of the men, Ricky or Monty. So now we're going to go back to sleep and make time move on another hour. He has fallen into our trap and turned off the lights. We can now discard all those who liked the light. So I turned on the light. Let's go take a look still. The music and TV will still be on because we know he likes those, or she. But the light has now gone off because I turned the light on before I went out. So whoever it is doesn't like music. Doesn't like light. So therefore we can now cross them off. Let's close the door. So now they've got to dislike light. Well, Dolly dislikes light. So that's good. But Lucy likes light. And Zoe likes light. We have only 3 left. Let's go to the room and see who has moved and who has been moved. We'll go back in a minute. It's kind of jumping gun because it's not letting me look at them all. But Ricky doesn't like light and Monty doesn't like light. So we're down to 3. It's either Dolly, Ricky or Monty. So now we're going to go and have a look at them again and see if anything else has changed. Ricky. Don't trust. We have Ricky on the couch and Monty at the piano. So we already have the 2 possible candidates. However, we are not going to take the 50% risk. Let's go back to the room and rule out the one that can't be and wait for the next event. So, the reason we can say it's not Dolly is because Dolly is basically still in her box. So, whoever came out, one of these is the one that's awake. Right? And whoever it is, they put, like if it's Ricky, he put Monty on the piano and then sat at the TV, or vice versa. Monty put him at the TV and sat on the piano. One or the other. Dolly's basically been left alone, so we can take Dolly out of the equation. Make sure you latch up. And we take out Dolly. Go to sleep and let's see if the clue is solved in the next hour. So it's one of these two, but we can't be sure yet because move self and move others is both likes. So they like to move themselves and they like to move others. And as you can see, likes to move self and likes to move others. So both of them like to move themselves and like to move other dolls. So it could still be either. So now we're going to hope that this separates them. It's the last hour. We only have this chance to find out. Let's go to the room. It's not really. You get right through till 8 o'clock at night, till 8 o'clock next morning. But it's kind of zoomed it through a little bit quick. Just for tutorial. So let's see what's happened. Okay. It is clear that he likes blood. It could be either of the two, but check the boxes. Freddy is missing and his box is full of blood. He left his verdict for you. When you are sure, discard the candidate. So we go over to where Freddy is. Freddy's up here. There's Freddy. Well, Freddy dead. So we can look. I mean, this is kind of. I never found a good use for this, where it says agony, silence, and that. But what we do know is that whoever it is likes blood because they've killed Freddy. So it's going to be Ricky or Monty still. So let's go back and see if we can find out who it is from these two. So remember, they killed Freddy as well, so they've got to dislike Freddy. So there's two things we can look for. They've got to like blood and dislike Freddy. So it's these two. So Ricky likes blood, but look at the top here. Friends, Bill, Penny, Freddy and Victor. Whereas Monty, we've got likes blood. Now we're looking for Freddy. Hates Freddy, Bill, Victor and Ricky. So he hates Freddy. So he loves blood, hates Freddy, which means it's going to be Monty. Well done. You made it through the tutorial. You know the basics. To finish the tutorial, go to bed and sleep. You will go to the safe zone, use the computer to start the game. So here we go. Alright, we're going to do it now. We've gone through the tutorial. Now I'm going to do it on easy once to show you, and then I'll be doing it on a harder setting. So we'll do new game, and we'll do classic, and we'll do the house. That's what we've just been in. So you can press easy, and I'll show you the difference between both of them. So on easy, you're going to get this, and you get ticks. Now you can switch them off. You can take the list off to make it harder for yourself. But if you want to play it, you can take the name, show names. So I'm not sure what that one does because the names are still showing. Not sure what that one does, to be honest. Anyway, point is, it tells you here what's already happened. So before I even go in there, I know it's likes organisation, don't like light, blah 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 blah. These two here you can't know yet. That is the game telling you these, but you can't know this yet because, for example, how do we know they don't like light after 1 hour? They might decide they're going to turn the light on at 8 o'clock, or at 5 o'clock, or at 3 o'clock, which means then they like light. So sometimes you can't know these things. This is the game easy telling you these things. If this wasn't here, if this wasn't telling you these things, you'd have to kind of go forward quite a few hours and realise, wait there, this doll hasn't turned the light on, so perhaps they don't like light. That's kind of how you'd think it up. So in this case, that's what it's telling you. So we're going to go and have a look. Now, when it says jump scares are on, show jump scares, it just means that every so often when you step out or something, like you might open the door and the doll will kind of rush at you. and then disappear into smoke and just, you know, and just make you jump. Hoo-hoo, jump scare. That's kind of the horror aspect of it. Right, so we're going to go in and we're going to have a look. Okay, so straight off the bat, we don't need to remember the list. And we'll forget the organisation and light. We couldn't have known them. But blood, we know he likes blood. That's obvious. Now we know we've got nothing else so far because light isn't on, telly isn't on, music isn't on. Now, if you look here though, we've got a switch. Max, because we can open these now, Max has been moved. Max is now here in Amy's place. See? So here's Max. So whoever it is, it's either somebody switched Amy and Max over, or one of these two is the killer, and one switched the other one over. They've switched places. Oh, that's what that means. When it says show names, if you look, you can kind of look at middle of the screen now. It tells you that that's Bastion. You can see that they've got the name on the box, and they've got the name. Just see if I can catch it in wood. See how it says Amy there in that piece of wood? So you can see everybody's name. So you can see that everybody matches where they're supposed to be. And that's why you can look here and see that that's Amy and that's Max. You can see the names. So you can turn them names off so you haven't got that. And then you'd have to recognise them by their look, by their face. Which I can. But, you know. So well, that's what we know so far. We know that they like moving. Others probably moving themselves. But we will use what they've given us. We will use about the organisation thing and that as well. Since they've given it to us, we might as well use it. So let's get in. So they like organisations, don't like light. We know they like to move others and move blood. But it's strange that they haven't put move self. So it might not be either one. It might not be Amy or Max. It might be one of the dolls and move them. But this is kind of where I get confused about this game a little bit, because surely they had to move themselves to move the other people, but I don't know. It confuses me a little bit. I try not to second guess some of it. So anyway, organisation. We like everything that all the ones that like organisation, we're going to keep. Well, that likes it. A lot of them actually do like it. Max doesn't like organisation. A lot do like organisation though. Victor doesn't. Bastion doesn't. Monty doesn't. Actually, quite a few guys don't. That's interesting. I didn't know there were that many. Oh, she doesn't. I thought a lot liked organisation, to be honest with you. Okay, so doesn't like organisation. Okay. So it's same, basically 5 and 5. So we know they like blood. So let's have a look through the ones that are left that like blood. So she doesn't like blood. She doesn't like blood. She likes blood. Doesn't like blood. Likes blood. So we're down to 3. Now we're going to go here, and it's going doesn't like blood. Doesn't like blood. Likes blood. Likes blood. And likes blood. So we've got 3. And we've got 2. Oh, 3. 3 and 3. So now we'll go on to they don't like light. So Daisy likes light. So it isn't her. We know they don't like light. So Amy. Amy got moved, remember, with Max. And we know it isn't Max because Max is already crossed off. So Amy isn't. Could have been Amy. Anyway, doesn't like light. That's okay. We'll leave them 2 on. It's one of them 2. But if it's a female, doesn't like light. Likes light. So it's not Rudy. Doesn't like light. So we're down to 2 and 2. Ricky and Penny, or Amy and Maggie. Now we have move others. I think all of these will like to move others. They usually do. Yes, move others, move others. Yep, move others, and Penny move others. So that's no good. So basically we've got everything ticked off now, and we're down to a 2 and a 2. So now we're going to go to sleep for an hour and let time move on. Okay, so we're going to open the door. We'll go and have a look. I'm not going to look at the board this time. Let's go and see if we can see anything ourselves. I thought I shut this door. Did I not shut that door? I don't know. Okay. See? See that was jump scare. Okay, admittedly it wasn't that scary, but if I'd have just ran in and there were a tall figure here that disappeared, it might have scared me more. But look, Flora's dead. So we know whoever it is doesn't like Flora. But also, look at this. Rudy's been swapped. Rudy's been swapped for Maggie. I think this is Maggie. Yeah, it's Maggie. So Rudy's been swapped for Maggie. So again, somebody's moving stuff around. But we know whoever it is killed Flora. They hate Flora. Let's see anything else. Now, this is a weird situation because Rudy's in the box. Rudy's name's in the box, but Maggie's in there, and the door's been smashed. Which means, that don't mean that because Rudy's name is on the box that they hate Rudy. They might have put Maggie in there, then smashed the glass, because they hate Maggie after they put her in there. I've had that happen. So don't just read into, oh, it's got to be Rudy. But so it's either Rudy or Maggie, and they definitely hate Flora. Also, this is Sammy, and they've smashed his box. So Sammy is another one they don't like. So we've got Flora dead, and there's going to be Rudy, Maggie, Sammy. Right, let's go. Closing it this time. Okay. So, they've got to dislike Rudy, Maggie, Sammy, and definitely Flora. So, she hates... You see, this is a weird one. Because she doesn't like Rudy. She doesn't like Sammy. But Maggie, she likes. But that doesn't mean anything. Because she might have smashed the glass because of Rudy. But the weird thing is that Flora isn't mentioned. And Flora, they actually killed. Whereas, if we look at Maggie, she hates Flora. And she's enemies with Rudy, whose box was smashed, and Sammy, whose glass was smashed. So these two had the glass smashed, and they're just enemies. But she hates Flora. So that is starting to look like we have our guilty one. And on here we only have 2 left. So, well, he doesn't like Maggie, but loves Rudy. Where's Sammy? It doesn't really mention Sammy in here at all. So, and it doesn't mention Flora. You'd have thought Flora would be mentioned since Flora got killed. So I don't think it's him. And then here we have again. So this one hates Sammy, hates Rudy, but no Flora. No Flora mentioned again. Now Ricky hates Maggie, Rudy, and Sammy. So that's all 3 of the ones who's counting all 3 glass smash, but still no Flora. So we're gonna say no, because you'd think that Flora would get mentioned. So the only one that does it is this one. It's got to be Maggie. That's how I see it. So make sure everybody's crossed off. Only Maggie's left. All the males are crossed off. Then what we're going to do is we're going to how do you get to, oh, I remember. Skip all hours. That's it. We're now at 8 o'clock. This is your final sleep. If you get it wrong, you die. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, it was Maggie. We was right. You'll see, it was Maggie. If it goes white like that, then you've made it. If it's wrong, you'll get one of the dolls right next to you, and everything will be shaking and going violently shaking, and the picture will be red because the dolls come to kill you. So we got that one right. So let's go to the safe house, because I'm now going to make it a little bit harder. Actually, we'll do it on easy again, but I'll show you what I'm going to do. So we'll go house again, and we'll go easy, but this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off. I'm not going to look at the clues, and I'm going to turn off list. So now we've got no clues. We've got nothing to help us. So now we have to go by observation. So I heard something smash. Let's see what we can see. Can you hear that? Music's playing. So we know whoever it is likes music. Oh, there it is again, look. Right, so let me explain how this works, what we're seeing here. So we know they like blood, and we know they like music. We can turn this music off for now. So we know they like music, and they like blood. Now this means they like to spend time with friends. They like to sit with friends, because these will be friends. Now enemies, they'll turn the chairs around and they'll be looking other way. Okay, so we know that these must be four friends. So we've got Bill, Lucy, Bella, and is it Ivy? Yeah, it's Ivy. So I've got to remember them three. So Bill, Bella, Lucy, Ivy. Now Penny's glass has been smashed. Now remember, you don't have to know this all at once. You can go back to the van and come back here again. You don't have to work it all out in one go. You are allowed to make multiple trips. Oh look, Ricky's dead. So what do we know? Let's remember. Likes blood, likes music, hates Ricky. Let's get that bit done first. Let's get that out of the way first. So likes music. We can leave these open because we're coming back in. Likes music. Likes blood. So let's look through that. So Bill doesn't like music or blood. No, don't like blood. Okay, so Max likes music and blood. Penny don't like music. Bastian don't like blood. Don't like blood. Don't like music. That likes them both. Doesn't like blood, but like that one likes them both. So let's do this side. Likes blood, likes music. Doesn't like blood or music. Doesn't like blood or music. Likes both. Doesn't like blood. Doesn't like blood or music. Doesn't like music. Doesn't like blood. Doesn't like blood. And that one's okay. So that's who we're with. We've got 3 women and 3 men. So now we know also that they hate Ricky. So let's have a look at that as well. Let's put that in. So Max is friends with Ricky. Well, he's not going to kill Ricky, so he's gone. Ricky is dead, so he's gone, unless he's faked his own death. And then what do we know of Monty hates Ricky. He hates him, and hate is usually what causes them to kill. Enemies, they'll not usually kill them. They'll just usually put them somewhere or move them somewhere. But if they hate them, that can cause them to kill. So, while we're here, she didn't even have Ricky mentioned. Who else? Daisy. She loves Ricky. She's not going to kill Ricky. Why would she kill Ricky? Unless she hates him as well. Nope, she likes him as well. And then, okay, Lucy. Okay, Lucy hates Ricky. So it could be Lucy or Monty. Right, now we go back. We'll go back in. And we're going to... we're going to now see the... now take into account the friends part. Okay, so we've got to look who's here. We've got, as we know, we've got Bella, Bill, Lucy, Ivy. Bella, Bill, Lucy, Ivy. And they don't like Penny. Bella, Bill, Lucy, Ivy. And they don't like Penny. Bella, Bill, Lucy, Ivy. Okay. So, Bella, Bill, Lucy, Ivy. So he hates Bill. He loves Bella. He loves Lucy. But Lucy's one of the ones at the table. But yet she hates Bella, Bill, and Ivy. Are enemies with them. So is this a case of enemies? They don't like to be with enemies. Why would they be tea with enemies? Is it that? Because why would they turn their head away? Because look at this. She doesn't like tea with friends. But she likes tea with enemies. She likes tea with enemies. So she will sit with their enemies. He doesn't like tea with enemies. But he likes tea with friends. But he isn't sat at the table. She is. So I think it's her. And she's sat at the table with her enemies. Because they're all there. Bella, Bill, Ivy. So we can take him off. And we're going to take the guess at that. So they're all ticked off. They're all ticked off. We're going to say it's Lucy. Let's go. We've done it quickly. We've gone for quick one. Let's see if we got it wrong or right. Hopefully right. There we go. It was Lucy. Okay. So let's make it a bit harder. Let's go to the safe house. Let's make it normal. Normal difficulty. And that'll be probably the last one I'm going to do for now, because it's getting a bit late. And this have been... yeah, we've done alright. This is good for me for a horror game, but this is not really scary. But it's a nice little begin, move into it kind of thing. So we'll go normal. Okay, so we had a smash. So with this, you haven't got the names anyway. That's it. You haven't got any help. You haven't got the names on the dolls. They're gone. You haven't got the list. You haven't got any of that. So we've just got to find it without. So let's go. But now I think I've done alright, to be honest. Okay. Is it going to be that person? Back again? No, they're not there this time. Okay, so TV's on. They like the TV. Music's not on, lights aren't on. Nobody's out of the box. Max. That is Max. Okay. So Max is disliked. They don't like Max. Be like enemy, not hate. So the enemies, Max is their enemy. Has anybody been moved? See, I can look at them and know. No, they haven't. No, everybody's in place. So nobody's been moved. So they like TV, but they don't like Max. So let's set a trap. We'll turn on the lights, and we'll turn on music. But we know they like TV, they don't like Max. let's start to tick them off. They like the TV, so he doesn't like TV. He doesn't like TV. He doesn't like TV. He doesn't like TV. He doesn't. Damn. That's 6 that don't like TV that quick. I bet all these do. Yeah, and all these last. Oh, he doesn't. Wow, I never knew that. 7 men don't like TV. Oh, don't like TV. A lot of them don't like TV. Okay. Wow. But more women do. So we've got 3 men left and we've got 5 women. We know that they don't like Max. So let's have a look. He doesn't even have Max mentioned. He doesn't have Max mentioned. He likes Max. So it's Monty. So it's not Monty. Max, because Max is somebody smashed the glass of Max. She's friends with Max, so it's into her. She doesn't like Max. Enemies. That's where it should be. She ain't got Max mentioned. She hates Max. I mean, it could be hate, I suppose, but she just didn't kill him yet. She might kill him next hour, so. But she ain't got Max mentioned. So let's take out the ones that ain't mentioned, the way Max ain't mentioned, and just hope it didn't gone stupid. Because usually they kill if they don't like them or the enemies. So she don't like him. She didn't even have him mentioned. So let's cross her off. She hates him, and she doesn't have him mentioned. And I think Ricky doesn't have him mentioned, does he? No. And Rudy doesn't have him mentioned either. Okay. So if we're right, it's between Amy and Lucy. So let's go to sleep and move the time on 1 hour and see what happens. Okay. I didn't hear a smash. I did it running feet. So let's go. Let's see what they've done. Have they fell for the traps? So we turned. No, the music's still on. And the lights are still on. So they haven't touched them. Now that doesn't mean that they like them. That doesn't mean that they like the lights because they left them on, or they like music because they left it on. That just means that they didn't turn it off this time, but they could turn it off later. Okay, so we've got 2 things happening here. It's either tea with friends or tea with enemies. So we need to check who's here. Well, there's Amy, Maggie, Daisy. Oh, somebody don't like Monty. And Bella. Yeah, that's right, that's Bella. That's Daisy. That's Amy. And that's Maggie. So it's Bella, Daisy, Amy, Maggie. Bella, Daisy, Amy, Maggie. Bella, Daisy, Amy, Maggie. Yes, there was a doll in the hall, in the doorway. Bella, Daisy, Amy, Maggie. Bella. This is Amy. Bella, Daisy, Amy, Maggie. So she likes the 3, which is good. What about her? She doesn't. She hates Amy. She hates Daisy. Oh, and she enemies with Bella. And what about Amy? Yeah, she hates them all. She dislikes them all. Amy, Maggie, Daisy, Bella. She doesn't like any of them. But she don't like tea with friends. She likes tea with enemies. She likes tea with friends and doesn't like tea with enemies. But since she's at the table and Lucy isn't, we're going to assume that it's Amy that is the one that did it, because she doesn't like Max and she likes all these. So we're going to say it's Amy. Okay, let's pass the hours. So we only took one go there, really, 1 or 2 1 hour, I think. Let's see. Here we go. See the lead. If I've got it long, it's Lucy. Nope, it was Amy. Okay. So there you go. We got it. Now you can click on here and it'll explain why. It'll explain why it was her with ticks and that. So they didn't like music. We don't know about light, but they never turned the music off. So that meant at some point in future they would have turned music off if we'd have waited. So there we go. That's Doll Imposter. And there are other places you can go, like there's a circus you can go to, where the dolls are separated into different places. They're different dolls, and then you've got a daycare that again are different dolls. I'll see if I can. Let me just log off. We should get back to thingy. Let's get back to main menu. And you'll see some dolls here. Some of them are what we've just seen in the house. Now Penny. See? That's a clown. So obviously that's from the circus one. That's from the circus one. So you've got a lot of what others you can do. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you for now. If you want to see me do more of that, I don't mind. I'll have a go, and I'll do one of the others, either the daycare or the circus. But for now, that's all I'm going to do. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, consider leaving a like. Maybe subscribe if you want to see some more. And yeah, comments would be great. And you take care. And goodbye for now.